Good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever you are. As you may already know, I am visiting my family in Georgia, and this is my flight into Atlanta, just above the clouds, with the sun setting in the background. I thought it was such a beautiful scenery, I wanted to share it with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we make our final descent into Atlanta, double check, make sure your seatbelt.
As we started to descend, we went through the clouds, and then you could see the lights of Atlanta. The day after I arrived, we went to Marshall's. We do not have a Marshall's in the Panhandle area, so I was so excited to see what they have. I didn't know TJ Maxx owns Marshall's too, but they do. They had a ton of Easter decor out. I forgot to get prices on my walkthrough. I was just so excited and overstimulated with all the things they had. I did get some prices, just not all the prices. This little dog was my favorite of all the Easter items that I found. I did do a walkthrough of the purses and caught some of the prices. They have some really great purses at really great prices. Since I am limited on the shoes I can wear, I do love a great purse or handbag. I didn't get any footage of their fashion clothing items, but they had a ton of things to choose from. I was just getting a little bit tired here, so maybe next time on my next visit to Georgia. Today I am going to make the viral Snickers Dupe that is a healthier version. You start with pitted dates. I am using the Walmart brand, but the ideal is you want to open them up and just kind of lay them out flat so that way you can put peanut butter in the center of the dates. I am using a no sugar added peanut butter. You can use whatever type of peanut butter that you want to use, but you want to take the peanut butter and then spread it on the inside of each individual date. After you put the peanut butter in the center of the date, then you want to close the date back up. I first saw this recipe from Alexandria Rodriguez. But another creator, Trisha at Trisha's House, she comes up with some fabulous recipes. I will leave a link to both those channels down in the description below. Trisha is also on a health journey. Then you want to melt some sugar-free chocolate chips. I am using the Bake Believe chocolate chips, and they are good. I did like them. You could use whatever brand you want to use. They didn't have a strong aftertaste. I just chose this particular brand because it was the cheapest that they did have at Walmart. Now you want to melt these chocolate chips, and I'm going to say in 20-second intervals, because if this chocolate burns, which it burns very easily, then it's no good. You just have to throw it away and start all over. And sugar-free chocolate chips are too expensive to be doing all that mess. So I would melt them at 20-second intervals until you get a nice smooth consistency. You then coat each date with the chocolate, and you want to refrigerate until the chocolate is set. This is a very important step. You do have to leave these in the refrigerator because they will melt and get messy. So even after they have set, you want to store them in an airtight container and keep them in the refrigerator. Before you put them in the refrigerator to set, you could add a little bit of crushed peanuts on the top of them. On some of them, I did add just a couple little sprinkles of sea salt, and I did like it with the sea salt. Or I even thought instead of using the creamy style peanut butter, you could use the crunchy style peanut butter. I guess it's just a preference. This was the first time that I made them, and so it was more of an experiment to me. It was a messy experiment. And this is the finished product. It does look a little suspicious if you didn't know what it was sitting on the plate, but I'm really excited to get to try it and see what it tastes like, and if it does actually taste like a Snickers. This is what the inside of the candy looks like. It does look really delicious just cutting into the center of it and looking at it. Okay, so I tried it off camera. I will not say that they are exactly like a Snickers, but they do resemble a Snickers with taste and texture. So I do give this a big thumbs up. I really did like it. Today I finished my brother and nephew's gift. This is something that I have been working on for the last year, and it was part of my bingo challenge to get done this year. I had 4 of them to do, one for my brother, one for my nephew, and one for my 2 boys. My mom was a quilter, and she had many unfinished quilting projects. And so I took those pieces of those unfinished products and put them in the picture frames that I have been thrifting at the local Goodwill or any thrift store that I could find them at. These are the last 2 picture frames that my niece and I picked up at the Goodwill here in Atlanta. I think they turned out really great, and I love them. But that's all I've got for you in today's video. If you do like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscription button. I'd love for you to come and hang out with me. Ending this video, I did record these flowers as they were beginning to bloom on multiple days as I would go out to take my morning walk. I wanted to share them with you because they ended up being so beautiful when they fully were bloomed. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me today, and I hope everyone is having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah.